Hey,
Thank you.
Jeremy. How you doing, man?
Before I joined, I was just brushing my teeth and washing my balls. But I heard what you said. Thank you. I
Hey,
uh,
man.
I appreciate that. And also, if you don't like that music when you go listen to it, do what he says. Just keep streaming it. It'll get to you. It'll be you over the head, and then keep listening to Canadian radio.
I gotta say, man, you're most certainly welcome, man. I grew up watching. Before we get into this interview, I gotta say, man, I grew up watching you on the X Games, man. That you were actually one of the inspirations that really got me into skateboarding. So, and then when you became a hip hop artist, I really started getting into your music as well, man. So it's definitely just a full circle moment to be able to watch you as a youngster, and then kind of like try to help give back to your career as well by help promoting what you got going on. So, truthfully, an honor, man.
Thank you for not lying.
Hey, man, honestly, I just got to say, man, definitely a phenomenal skateboarder. And I do have to say the 2006 X Games, I really think they screwed you, and you definitely deserved that gold medal, man, because I remember that final run, you did phenomenal.
You know what had happened was, I was at band camp. No, but I was with this is my friend that doesn't exist. Never mind. Anyways, the first jam section, it was there are 3 10-minute jams, right? Not really
Yeah.
why I held up 3 fingers like that. Three for 3. That's why I did that. I know what I'm doing. 3 10-minute jams. The first jam, I was winning. The second jam section, I got confused. I started making like, I thought it was a peanut butter jam or music. I started making peanut butter and jellies jam. You get it? No? Shit.
Yeah.
These are a tough cookie, huh? Hard to make laugh. Hey, you know why sexual camping is so good?
Why is that?
Because it's intense.
I heard
No,
that one before. It's definitely a classic joke.
really? Well, don't tell them that. I thought I wrote it. But anyways, the second jam section, I broke my board on the tail where the bolts are, you know? And I didn't plan to fail. Like Sheckler and Paul would have a backup board. I never had that, you know, because I don't really break boards, you know, and well, headboards sometimes, you know. I had to do 8 minutes of the jam on like a broken tail and land bolts the whole time, or kick it out. And then I went from first down to 7th, and then to 3rd, and got a bronze medal, which I misplaced somewhere in the universe. There's a bronze medal laying around, which I would love to get my hands back on.
I gotta say, man, just going back and actually rethinking about watching that, I would have not even unknown you had a broken tail in just in the last round, man, because you were doing like the flips, the grinds, like any other skater would, man. So that just proves how good you are as a skateboarder to be able to have a broken skateboard and still skate and shred just as good as everybody else.
Thank you. I mean, good enough to not lose my whole footing, but you know, yeah.
But jumping into this, man, since we're actually on the skateboarding topic, during the early stages of your skateboarding career, you actually skated at a local skate park called 8 Ball, where you actually ultimately became sponsored by Concrete Wave Skate Park. For the viewers that don't know these early stages of your skateboarding career, can you tell us a bit more about that? And of course, how did you originally land that sponsorship?
Yeah, what's crazy is, you're gonna hate this. He's not here, but what's crazy is, so yeah, I grew up skating at 8 Ball. And then I actually just finished an 8 Ball. I'm kidding. I like jokes. Sorry.
All good, yeah.
What are you laughing at, dude? What is that? I play pool. No, but I would do it if I didn't like sitting so much. Stand up. No, but oh, he's here. There's a guy. No, my first sponsor was my mother and my father. They were pretty good. My dad was sponsored by Bareback Mountain, so he didn't wear rubber. He had me. And then, years later, Oh, you didn't want to laugh that much? Huh?
I'm sorry.
No, sorry. What are
Honestly,
you
I'm
sorry?
trying to keep my level of professionality here. I'm sorry. I'm just.
Don't be sorry. I'm trying to make you laugh. You know, it's funny. My guy that doesn't exist over here, he's not the type to apologize. And the other night, our friend, who's actually, he's Corey Feldman's brother, but he was like,
Are you fucking kidding me?
he is. Whatever. This guy exists.
Oh, yeah.
So he goes, you apologized tonight like 3 times. And I looked at like, that's pretty rare for you, huh? And he goes, yeah, I'm sorry about that.
That'd make it 4.
I'm not calling you Corey Feldman, bro. Jesus. No, I did sponsor me tapes, like when there was VHS tapes. So like, I would, I used to send them in to like, I went to Woodward. One year I met like Anthony Furlong. No one's gonna know what that is, but it's a guy that didn't wear fur coats or whatever. He was a vert skater. And then, I would send them VHS tapes because we didn't have Instagram at the time. You know, you guys are lucky. You can just send them your fucking dick pic right on DM overnight. You know, fucking, we got to rewind that shit. You know, and they kept getting better, and I started getting paid $350 a month from Chapman Skateboarders when I was younger. And I don't know what I did with that money. I'm sure I bought candy or something stupid. But I went to Japan with them at 14. Got blackout drunk for the first time. Blackouts matter. Get it? On a brush. And then I actually did some shit that you guys should never do, even though it worked. They were doing a DVS tour, and I didn't do it for the reason that that you shouldn't do it. I'd be mad if you did it unless you really had this problem. I had like Tourette's, skateboard Tourette's. I gotta skate, gotta go. Ricky Bobby must go fast. And so they did 3 demos. The first one was at Skaters Island in Rhode Island, which is not really an island. It's just this weird little place like next to Mass. And I skated at the beginning, like just like because I want to skate, you know, and I happened to be killing it. And I like did a kickflip back lip down this rail first try, kickflip front nose second try. Jason Dill kicked me off. Like I said, "All right, dude, sit down, kitty." Then I went to the second demo. I forget where the second one was. I forget where it was. I skated there again at the beginning, you know. And then by the third demo, I mean, they had clearly taken notice already. But you're like, when you go to a park and you're doing a demo and the hometown hero's like just sitting there trying to show you up, it's like, all right, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I hope you stay here. But not really. But that wasn't the case. It's like I rap. So if like I'm in the room with Jay-Z and Kanye and they're rapping, I want to rap with them. You know what I mean? Get it? So the third demo, I skated and I did fine as well. And by that time, the team manager from DVS was just like, well, he's going to be here anyways. Might as well keep him.
And especially being a young age, man, DVS was such a huge company even back then as well, you know, even in the VHS stages as well. Like, you guys put together so many phenomenal tapes.
My God. Okay. Does anyone else have this? I have this homegirl I'm visiting out here. She just texts me. I'm trying to watch your live interview. I'm getting dizzy. Are you getting dizzy? You guys getting dizzy? I paid. So I spent. You know, you're welcome. Free Six Flags tickets. You know, fuck off. And that. Anyway, sorry. What was the question?
Oh, I was just commenting on just your DVS story. I was going to say, you know, at such a young age, man, DVS was a company so amazing just to work for at such a young age, man, because they were still doing phenomenal things even in the VHS era.
Yeah. This is O'Doul's, by the way, guys. Non-alcoholic Laguna beer. But I am an adult, so I'm allowed to drink alcoholic or non-alcoholic. That's none of your business. But DBS, this is pretty cool. And my friend over here who doesn't exist and pretty much gets just like, he's like, don't. It's just, hey guys, I'm gonna put my share location on because if I get knocked out, all right. He said, no, you're good. But DBS, when I first got on DBS, I don't know. I just had I had a little bit of a knack for like contracts and worth early on. So I was offered 500 as an amateur for a month, and they wanted to sign me to a 3-year deal. This guy Tim Gavin, who like owned Maddox and DBS, one of the owners, and was an OG skater, like girl, chocolate, whatever. And I'm young, and DBS is the shit, and they want to do a 3-year deal. They want to go 5, 7, 1,000, and I'm like, no, that's 1 year. 1 year, 5's fine. 1 year. Let's see if I'm not worth it in a year. We'll renegotiate. If I am, you know. And he kept printing new contracts that were not what I said. I'm not asking for more money. I'm just asking him to give me that money and leave me alone about it, you know, for a year. And then one time, as a 15-year-old kid, he comes and he brings me this fucking contract. And now it's 2 years, and they raise a thing Tim, I'm like, Tim. He said, well, it's not in the budget. Oh, that's actually when I was raising it $2,000 a month, amateur. Sorry, I got a low, whatever. And Tim, he said, it's not in the budget. I said, Tim, if it's not in the budget, why do you guys keep wasting so much money on this goddamn paper? Just bring it to me when you get it right. You guys you don't have it in the budget, and stop fucking chopping these trees down for this shit. And he fucking did it. He threw that out, came back with his big boy pants on.
And I have to ask, was that the same kind of situation that went on over at Girl Skateboards as well? Because I do know you were signed with Girl for a while, but then of course you ultimately left.
You know what? Girl is like Harvard for skateboarding. They do their business however they do their business, you know, and they also got Spike Jones, where the wild things are, her. And when I was younger, I definitely spoke out about whatever had occurred. But at this point in time, I very much love the people from there who started my whatever. And we agreed to disagree. Whatever transpired. I don't know. Whatever. It's the only meeting that I ever left, a skateboard meeting, where I cried. When we parted ways, I cried. Like, really?
Yeah.
Even that, I'm already getting into the whatever. Jeez.
But no, moving on to happier times, man, because like this is the one that I think all the fans actually remember. In 2007, man, you were actually featured as a playable video game character, man, in Tony Hawk's Proving Ground. I was wondering, how did yourself and Tony Hawk originally get connected? And of course, as being a part of this iconic video game.
That's so funny you bring that up, because earlier my imaginary friend over here, he was like, really, you're in that game? And we looked up this like weird promo video they have online, and I'm like, I can't remember these voiceovers. Me and Dustin Dolan doing voiceovers. 212 crew. But yeah, that one I'm fine with speaking on. So how Tony Hawk went from being like Tony Hawk, this awesome skateboard, to like Bernie Madoff or whatever, like robbing people and stuff, was pretty cool. I can't blame him. But he asked me, or I was asked, to be in the game, Proving Ground, and 15 grand is how much I get, like for the life of the game, no matter how much it sells. By all means, if anybody wants to hand me 15 grand right now for an extra video game character, sure, I'll take it. I get it. But at the time, I was way ahead of the curve, and before that, when the game first came out, the dudes were getting like 300 grand royalty every quarter.
Shit.
Like Kareem Campbell and Reynolds, they're getting like 300K every quarter. And by this time, like Tony Hawk started outselling Madden and shit. And he just got on his like real I'm not gonna say that word I mentioned last night, Brian, but he just got on his real fickle shit, you know? And it's like it was a take it or leave it deal. He's like 15K, one time check, take it or leave it, or I'm going with Nija before Nija was even whatever. And I mean, I was making fucking $12,500 a month from Redbull at the time, you know. So by all means, I definitely didn't like understand the value of a dollar, but he was fucking robbing fools, folk, you know, like no royalties, no. Jeez, I mean, what the heck?
I gotta say as well, man. As a Tony Hawk fan, I gotta disagree with what he did, man. I really think you guys should be getting royalties because that game still sells today, man. Like whether it's like merchandise or just the name Tony Hawk proven ground.
Because I don't give a damn about his whatever. But Tony Hawk, I'm not gonna say you told me this, but this guy is a fucking secret savage. This guy's been remarried 5 times. One time he marries his best friend's wife. This guy's crazy. Just pays him shut up money. Like, I hope he hears this and pays me some shut up money. Don't mention this shit again, Jereme. Here, I'll take you out. Okay, take on everybody. Shut up, Jereme. This guy's crazy. Like, you would never guess.
I promise we're not live right now. I promise we're not live. Just me and you.
I see, like, the names going down there.
I'm just saying because it's like you're talking about how like you're just joking, like saying like, you know, hopefully he hears this and like telling your friend to be quiet. I'm just trying to get into the joke here, you know.
Yeah, no, I mean, shit. I'll break you off if he pays me to shut up. But what the fuck? This guy's got a penthouse that my friend was living in that is his mistress' house. This guy's fucking Tony. This guy's like Buzz Lightyear, but just like being Magic Mike at the same time. Okay, I mean, honestly, it's rad. I can't even.
And before we move on the topic of this video game, man, I just have to ask, what was the process like creating your character, man? Because obviously this game was so just ahead of the curve, man. Did you have to go into the studio and actually do your moves, or does someone else do the moves for you?
No, I do all my own stunts. Jeez. No, but he actually asked me that earlier, my imaginary friend. But there's really a guy here. I don't have an imaginary friend, but he's imaginary to you guys. You sat in a chair, you spun around 360, and they laser scanned you in, and then it like, I mean, it was really ahead of the curve at the time. And then one guy, I think it was Chris Cole, honestly, which is like fucked up, which is why we all had that kind of whatever style. God bless. Chris Cole, you're amazing. Great skater. But like, shit, if I woke up and had your style, like, shit, that would be a nightmare. No, but you're great. But I think it was him, and they put these little balls all over him. Maybe he's gay. I don't know, but they put these little balls all over him, and they're like some type of scanner thing. So everyone had the same style in there, you know?
I gotta say that it's crazy. It would have made the game much more realistic if you guys would have actually, each individual skater would have went in and did your own style as well. I feel would have brought made the game more authentic for your guys' characters. Because I did notice that in the earlier games, it kind of felt like even though it's a different character, you're still kind of playing as the same person.
Like, there's like literally this monkey stance, whatever, with the different, you know. But also, I mean, literally, he was outselling Madden at the time, which was the top selling video. He's just like, get him in, get him out. It looks like I'm worth $1 billion before Jay-Z and Puffy right now. I'm a fucking skateboard billionaire. Like,
But also as well, I know how we spoke about, right, I read at the beginning of the interview how we spoke about the 2006 X Games, but also 2 years after that, in 2008, you actually had the opportunity to compete at the Mystic Skate Cup, where you actually took home the gold medal. I was wondering if you can actually tell us a bit more about that night, and of course, what was it like just skating away with the gold medal that night?
It's pretty interesting. I actually got my first blowjob there, which is an adult thing for whoever's listening. Sorry.
And if you don't know what that is, do not Google it. Google it when you're 18.
Dude, like there's probably like 10-year-olds already have it like in their fucking, you know, it's definitely in their Firefox search history. He's like no, stop, shut up, and he's right. Like I wasn't. It's from a perspective of being a like child. Like I tried to whack my beak when I was a child, but anyways, she used her teeth. Kids, whoever, you don't want teeth, no good. Your teeth. But I did. He's like, my imaginary friend's like, he doesn't manage me, but he's just like, he feels the anxiety as if he did. He's like, he just wants the best for me. Mind you, he's like on a second Bentley, but he's also wearing like a Bitcoin hat and a Bitcoin shirt, which is like awesome, but also like a third of what it was like a few months ago. I just want the best for you and your Bitcoins, dude. You want to sell that shirt? Oh, so I won 16K for the Mystic Cup, and you're supposed to, anything over 10, you're supposed to claim. So allegedly, I came back, and my fiance I was with, she had to carry 8. I carried 8. You know what I mean? Pretty funny. And that was the year I won. Damn, I won 1 year and got my first blowjob there 1 year. Well, allegedly, but you know what? Beeble pointed me in the direction of it, right? Allegedly. So he goes.
Allegedly.
He gets there. I dropped out of school in 9th grade, so I don't know how to maneuver around a woman. I mean, I wasn't even breastfed. I was like doing, I went straight to yogurt. I'm kidding. I'm sure I was, but whatever. And it makes everything all good. OJ, if he would have just learned the word allegedly, it might have been all right. No, but Beeble, he tells me whatever, and I'm like, I'm daring, like, and I'm making my little girl, my little $1,000 whatever, something. I'm making enough to go get my dick sucked by some prog girl, and I did. I put on my big boy pants, and I did, and she put on a condom, and on me, probably on her fucking brain too, and somehow she was able to use her teeth, like as if like her jaw was wired shut, like the Kanye West song, through the wire. Like I never, since then I still haven't. How's your first blowjob your worst blowjob? I don't know. But and they didn't think when I came back, like the girl Jerome Wilson, people, they didn't think, you didn't do it, did you? I'm like, all happy. And then they didn't believe me. Like I didn't have the balls. I had them. I don't know if they're shooting shit yet, but my jacket had this white stuff on the back. That was where she was doing it at Mystic Cup. People said, he's got the same white wall on his jacket. Sure, he did it. Yeah. So basically, the point of the story is my first blowjob was from Beeble's girlfriend. It was really just a hooker in Prague.
Hey, but you know what? It looks like the Mystics Skate Cup was actually a happy hour in a private way and also in a public way as well. You literally went for the gold in a mouth, and you came home and skated away with gold as well. You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, I mean, it's I got mystical.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Jereme Rogers, the first individual to take home 2 gold medals in pretty much the same category at the 2008 Mystic Cup.
Yeah, I was definitely also the first to like waste 200 grand on gold in skateboarding and fucking lose it, not insure it, like idiot. You got my chain out there, somebody? You dumbasses. I see that. What do you got in your hand? A pen? Like you've been waiting.
A pen, yeah. So all the questions I have are in a notebook. So what I do is I do my research and then I write them in a notebook. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of old school, man. A lot of people do stuff digitally, but I like keeping stuff just kind of like, you know, kind of like in a book. That way, down the line, say like 5 years from now, we kind of meet or we do another interview or something. I know not to ask you the same stuff. Yeah, it's kind of like
for that. No, I'm kidding. I mean, I'm joking also. But you know that what the great thing about the notebook is?
What's that?
Rachel McAdams. Oh my God. Find that. Ryan Gosling, Rachel McAdams, The Notebook. I love them both.
I personally haven't seen it. I am married, so I'm surprised I haven't seen it yet. But my life isn't over yet, so give it time.
It's something they'll say if you guys are on the rocks. They'll be like, you need to watch this. We need to talk. How long you been married for? Like hour or two, whatever?
I've been married for 5 years, and she hasn't thrown my ass on the couch yet. But, you know, we're so far going good, but she hasn't got sick of me yet, so I'll give it time.
That's pretty good, dude. What, did she get vaccinated for you?
Actually, we both got vaccinated, and we still got COVID, so that kind of it didn't really make any sense. Yeah. It wasn't too bad, honestly. I'm not like, you know, I wouldn't say COVID, and I'm gonna get thrashed for this. I don't even care, but COVID really to me wasn't that bad. I do know if you're older or if you're an infant or if you're sick, then it is serious.
You're
but
older, you're an infant. What are you talking about me? I'm not an infant.
Well, that's sweet.
But I don't really think COVID wasn't that serious when I got it, man. It was more like a really dirty head cold. Just lay down for a week and you'll be all right.
A week? Shit.
Yeah, I was down and out for at least a good five solid days, man. It was like a really dirty head cold, very congested up in this area. But other than that, man, I could still walk around and do what I need to do. But
I've never even heard like a cold be described as like dirty Diana. It's like, damn, that cold was fucking dirty. That shit snuck right up on me. Went right over my vaccine, my booster.
Well, I didn't get the booster, but I can definitely tell you after 2 vaccinations, I was like, man, screw the booster. I already got 2. That's enough.
Yeah, I didn't get COVID once. I'm so stupid. One time I went to my friend's house who had Delta variant because I was like so like I had to test it. I'm like I hadn't got it the whole time. I went and I hung out with him all night, and I got like my head started getting hot at one point in the night, and then allegedly there's certain kind of meditations and things you can do. I don't know. I didn't get it once. I'm still looking for it.
That's what you call one hell of an immune system, man. I'll tell you that if you didn't get COVID. But hey, I bet you I can say for all the skate fans and your music fans, man, we're definitely glad you didn't get COVID because it definitely is a kick in the dick.
Oof, I would hate that. I don't even know if the thing can produce. I mean, I pull out, but I don't have any kids. I'm old enough. I probably could, maybe could. I don't know, but I definitely don't need Biden kicking me in the dick.
But also, man, going on to your hip hop career, man. In 2009, you actually retired from skateboarding for half a year, and then, of course, announced that you're pursuing a hip hop career, man. I gotta ask, what actually made you decide to venture into being a music artist?
More hoes. No, I'm kidding. I mean, shit, there is. But that's wasn't the motive.
I think you're following your passion.
Yeah. Oh, see? Told you my friend's not imaginary. No, I had a sermon at church, breakdown sermon, with that guy who's currently locked up, Terry Kennedy, for that thing. I was crying, and the next day, I up here. Your phone's ringing. Yeah, it's definitely your wife. She calls him like 10 times a day to make sure they're still married. No, but I had a music bug the next day. So for like 2 years, from 23 to 25, I pursued music, behind closed doors, like, pre-transvestites, like how they come out the closet. So I was, I actually have a tranny t-shirt on right now. I don't know why, but it's just fine. Match the colors. But
Hey, what's up?
let's see. Hey, Ryan, we still married? Oh, and I did it for 2 years, and then I was going to shoot a Plan B ad, for the like morning after pill. I wrote for the skateboard company. No, sorry, jokes. But for the company, I pull out on time. I don't need the pill. Plan A, get out. And it was the first time that skateboarding felt like a job. Like I wanted to be recording, making music at the time.
Right.
And I have an acronym for job. Not that, money is good. Everyone should have something to put it on the table, but just over broke, and it didn't feel right. And I wanted to be, at very least, if I was called the worst artist on the planet, I wanted to be called an artist instead of I'm going out. Like I was pretty plugged in Hollywood. I didn't want to be a skateboarder making music. So I wanted to cross that line in the sand. And, ignorantly, I definitely thought it was going to be a smoother transition, I mean, shit, Catelyn Jenner made a much smoother transition, Rob, whatever his name is. It hadn't been easy, but, it taught me character, and, I value a dollar. And I'm not stupid. Like, I love Nigel, incredible skateboarder, but there's a lot of here that he can do and will do, and I did that by conscientiously. It's hard. It's a hard word. It's not Canadian, so it's tough for you guys to. I said it right in American. It's tough in Canadian. But conscientiously, I had decided, would I be willing to like move back in with my mom if I had to? I own my studio equipment. Would I take it that far? So I weighed my extremes, and and I was okay. I took it that far, and I read books, and with many leather-bound books that smelled of rich mahogany, and learned things, and look at now, Mama, we made it. We're on fucking Canadian radio. No, but seriously, thank you. It's cool.
I gotta say, man, it's definitely an honor to just be able to like converse with you, man. Like I said, I grew up watching you skateboarding, listen to your music, man. So just being able to actually talk with you just on Instagram and whatnot, and have you on my station, man, is truly an honor, man. So no, honestly, thank you for your time, because at the end of the day, my station wouldn't really be anything without individuals like yourself, man. So for you, thank you.
Well, at least I know how to short it. Kidding. It's like stocks. And my imaginary friend does stocks. He'll like shorts. No, he doesn't. See, that wasn't just dust in the wind.
And also, man, on January 9th of 2022, you actually released the phenomenal 7-track album titled Green Lights. For our listeners that might not actually have the opportunity to check this album out yet, can you tell us a bit more about it? And, of course, where can we actually stream it today?
Dates? Wow, amazing. I have it's been a constant progress, and then work on stuff, and then let go and release stuff. So I've stripped a few albums off Spotify and Apple right now, but I think Green Lights is the only one that's on there. So it's annoying, but it looks good on paper. But Jereme, which is all E's, Jereme, if you turn those E's around, you turn them into threes. I'm born at 3:33. Again, Looks better on a billboard than when it falls off my tongue. But, you know, right now, that's all I got is my tongue. So it's Jereme with threes, all threes. J3, R3, M3. And then it's green lights, which are cool. You know? Yeah, green lights are cool, dude. Hey, babe, do I got the green light? That's how. Well, it's single guys. That's what we have to get. The green light. Oh, who's that? Hi, Katrina. Green light. I'm kidding. I'm about sort of half.
But no, as well, man. I saw, aside from that, just a hip hop, you also are a CEO of your own skateboarding company as well, by the name of Selfish. I was wondering if you can actually just tell us what products you actually have available right now, because I do know I saw a lot of phenomenal skateboard designs, and I also saw a Stranger Things themed design as well, man. I was wondering if you can tell us a bit more about your company, and of course, how can us illiterate skateboarders actually kind of slide on through and snag some Selfish merch today?
I mean, you guys could go fund and me, and I could restart it back up. But no, Selfish. I still do boards, my own boards. The Stranger Things one you're talking about is a Gangster Things board. But it looks like Stranger Things, you know? It's a flip. But Selfish, I did it for a couple years. I had a really good partner from Canada, from Montreal, actually. And there's a manufacturer out there called Control. I forget this cocksucker's name, but if you ever see him, go ahead and just definitely tell him Jeremy said you're for sure still a cocksucker. And my partner Dan was Selfish started doing really well. We sold in 30 countries, and he started making more money than the manufacturer owner. And then he got weird about it. He came in a nicer car, whatever. He got weird, and we fired him and fucking put an axe in our brand, you know? And that was our, just, you know, this is whatever. So if you do see him, see if he's got a wife, because if she's pretty, I'm gonna fucking follow her around. I'm gonna fuck that fucking, never mind. That's really, I mean, hey, let's.
Send her a nice bouquet of flowers.
Sorry, brother. Well, I mean, it just should definitely not be stated. But you know, you put a dent in whatever, something going on good.
But I gotta ask, man, what is next? I have to ask, man, what is next for yourself, Jereme Rogers? Obviously, man, I know you're still skateboarding. We're still seeing the videos on your gram. You're still making music. So you're in the studio, in the skate park, man. Is there anything we actually missed during this interview that you still want to touch base on and talk about this evening?
Yes, I would like to. I'd like to go to second base with you. Get it? Joke. What? He looked worried. He's like, I'm married, dude. Joe. I'm not Stretch Armstrong, dude. I'm not gonna be able to grab your titty from here. But I've been here. Where's that fucking thing? Just to show you something. Where's that goddamn book?
What's that?
A book? I really, music is my. I mean, sorry. Yes, I love music. But movies is my main source of inspiration. Like, every day I wake up and I watch, like, you know, a couple hours of Pornhub. I'm just kidding. No, but real movies. Seriously. You're looking, he's all like, damn, my wife said no mention Pornhub, I'm in trouble. No, but
hey, man, they have some pretty professional quality actors on there. Okay, some of them can't act for shit, but some of them can act. You never know, man, what you can find on Pornhub.
I love you for that, because those of us who just want to get a quick fix, who aren't married, when we see those pristine acting, we're like, dude, go do a short film. Leave us alone. But just put your dick in the pussy. Leave us. We don't care about your acting, dude. Shut the fuck up, dude. We don't want to see fucking.
Just get to the fucking part.
Caribbean. But this book I got from this crazy character who said he was going to sue me last night, but he's a drug developer for Pfizer and he works for Harvard. Gave me this really upper echelon script writing book. I've been working on scripts for a little bit anyways. I had one that got lost called The Architect. I'm not going to tell you what it's about, but my notes gobbled up too much space. And then I just left a phone the other day in Atlanta. I don't know what the fuck I was doing there. God bless you, Atlanta. But I tried. And I lost another script, and then my imaginary friend, he's the one I'm like, finally, I'm going to finish one. It's exciting. And he has just such a, it's called Lord Baltimore. He's from Baltimore originally, and it's a gangster tale, but a true one, you know? So that is what, I mean, that, and Endgame, that's what I'm most excited about. Like, making movies, being able to incorporate skating, being able to incorporate music, and to have more sex at the theater. No, I'm kidding. I will.
And I just got to say, man, when you actually said getting into making movies that's incorporating skating, I got to say, man, I'm definitely excited to see what you put together, man, because growing up in the 90s and early 2000s, we had a lot of skateboarding movies, but unfortunately, not a lot of them were made by skateboarders and for skateboarders. They were initially intended for skateboarders, but and anyone that's listening that hasn't watched a lot of these, just watch Grind, and you'll see exactly what I mean. It's one of those things that's made for skaters, but not made by them.
And if you're a skateboarder, you should also watch, what was the Brink? It's just, I was a kid, it's a rollerblading movie, Brink, but I don't know, we loved it as a skateboarder, and, excuse me, sorry, but, Seth Rogen just produced one, Jonah Hill, North Hollywood, it's a skateboard film, which is pretty dope, you know, with, like, Paul's in it for a glimpse, Andrew Reynolds, and I don't know if you've seen it. Pharrell produced all the music. It's cool.
I think Jonah Hill also put out one as well called 90s Era as well. It's actually a very, I got to say, it was a very authentic movie, man. I could actually relate to a lot of that, just growing up as a young kid skateboarding and kind of hanging out with the older crowd and trying to get in with the rest of the skateboarders. It is a very, very good movie. I think Jonah Hill surprised a lot of us just at the production of those movies, because you watch something like Superbad and you see how it's really his humor is, and you see him how he's producing movies, man. It definitely is a complete flip in his whole personality within Hollywood.
Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty awesome. We could fuck my bitch if I had one. No, but you seen War Dogs with him?
I have, yeah, actually. I love the part when he actually like goes back to the car and the person's laughing at him and he goes, oh yeah, goes grab the big fucking machine gun. And then
whatever weird laugh he had. Yeah, he's amazing. Yeah. But yeah, movie. I mean, that's my, you know, that's Endgame is at very least that's what I'll fail doing if I have to fail. You know.
And I know it's obviously in like pre-production. You're writing it right now, but do you have any idea on like what the story is going to be about at the movie? Or are you still incorporating all of that currently right now?
The other ones, I have a full picture. This is the first time that I'm doing someone else's story, and it's the first time also that I hoped it wasn't for years that we even considered doing this, but he's got so much like not imaginary backstory that it's going to need to be a series, you know. But it's kind of fun because it's different. A movie, it's like you have to like paint this picture, close, end out. It's like, you know, it's
it goes from like me being in college, becoming an ecstasy drug lord while in school, it's so much involved in it. And then like becoming a CEO of a big company, and then like going to rehab, and then having my comeback as a millionaire.
Yeah. Getting part of the Gambino,
Working for the
it's a layered onion, but
I, I gotta say, man, definitely a phenomenal. Just like it sounds like a phenomenal plot of a movie or TV series, man. I'm definitely excited to see it when it actually comes out and gets released to the general public. Oh, there we go. We're back.
Hey.
But one last questions I have, man, before we actually part ways and actually wrap up. Oh, but my apologies, Jeremy. Go ahead.
Okay, what's your last question? That's my question.
Oh, I was just normally what I do at the end of the interviews is normally just kind of like, because obviously we're talking on Instagram right now, so everybody knows your Instagram handle that is currently viewing. But I was wondering if you could actually give out your other your other social media handles, just that way our listeners can kind of follow you all across the board and stay updated on everything you got going on, whether it's skateboarding, music, or as well films.
Instagram is all I use. I hope they don't fuck it up because I don't want to switch whatever again. Like, I don't use Facebook. Somebody does. Many people do with my name and TikTok. I have one just sitting there dead. But Instagram. Just use Instagram.
But I got to say, Jeremy, thank you so much, man, for just giving us a bit of your time, man. Before we part ways,
I got a gift for you at the end, though. Could be bad. Might be good. I'm going to give you guys a little acapella freestyle real quick.
Oh, most definitely. Go for it, man.
All right. I go hard like my dick do. When I go to bed with a Cialis bar on my tongue that I just chewed. My new shoes is red bottoms. Your new bitch just gave me that bottom. If she got a fat ass like an Apple iMac. Wish we could bring Steven Jobs back. Got stuck with Zuckerberg ass. Motherfucker sucker ass. Goddamn please. I would love to put a dart or a hole in a motherfucker fast. Move swift like a Swiffer sweet. Damn. She look good, I would lick up on her feet. She look hood, I would leave her in the streets. I got a trunk and the front and the back like a Tesla. I move fast like Elon, yeah, test us. I got a vest in the AR-10 right there. Whoops, oh my God, that damn right. Oh, sorry. Hey, check out your bitch and her derriere. I don't really give a damn what she say around here. I'm a Care Bear, got carry fever. I like sex in the city like, whoop. Turned Bieber to a believer. Gave his bitch Haley a fever. Hell and hell right on that bitch. My come fall like hell come. What the fuck? He coming off coming on that back, coming on that mouth, coming on that truck real good, goddamn fast.
I gotta say, I like that Care Bear rap.
Okay, let's go. All right. I like that. Yeah, I like what happened. Thanks. Yeah.
But I gotta say, first and foremost, Jeremy, just for the freestyle, man, alone, thank you so much, man. And of course, thank you for years of just monumental memories, man. On in the skate park, man. Also in the video games as well, because I still got my copy.
You got
and
your
of course,
shit, bro. I need a copy.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I had a copy of this for years, man, and then my ex-girlfriend threw the fucking thing out of a window, and it took me about 5 years to find it again, man. Like, it was ridiculous. I just found another copy at a local pawn shop, and they were selling it, and I was like, dude, done, gone, it's mine.
You basically got out a window.
She was, let's just say, a very eventful woman. Like, let's just say, met her at a bar, but shouldn't have brought her home. You know the ones you bring home? You know how you bring home a stray dog? Sometimes they run away the next day, and then the other ones, they just stay there and hump your leg for the next 2 years? That's my ex.
That's a good analogy. You should get a cat.
Sometimes you should just go to the bar and leave alone. And if you cannot have that, like, you know, just the nerve to not bring home a hoe, stay home and just get a 6-pack of beer. You know, fortunately, that's way of life. People make mistakes, and that was one of mine. So
I definitely have the nerve to bring home something I don't want, but if it's looking good, I'm gonna take that stray dog home and figure out what's wrong with that fucking humping problem tomorrow. I got a little gyro on your waist, baby. That's cool. Here's a.
But I do got to say, though, Jereme, thank you so much, man, for just giving us a bit of your time here this evening and just, sharing some of these phenomenal stories of your career, man. And I got to say, I'm definitely excited to see what comes next from yourself, man, because I know you have only just begun, man. So coming from a fan's point of view, thank you, man. I'm definitely looking forward to just seeing what comes next from you musically and, of course, skateboard-wise as well.
A man after my own heart. That was really nice. I'm gonna make an OnlyFans just for you, Paige.
You better give me three months free. None of this 30-day free trial shit. You got to give me 3 months.
It's fucking limited access, dude. I'm just gonna be there like fucking wiring air conditioners. Like, where's my OnlyFans? No, seriously. Thank you for what you said, and I heard it in the order and how you said it, and I very much appreciate you. And if America fucking burns to the ground, which it could, I hope Canada fucking stays standing a little longer.
Hopefully, man. We got a lot of water around us, so hopefully, the water kind of like burns out the flames of that fire. But we're pretty well close to America, so if you guys go down, us Canadians, we're probably going down too. So we're like the captain. We go down with the ship.
Go down from a missile. Like, you guys got that going for you. Like, who's shooting a missile at Canada? Like, they set the shit off course. Like who's, no offense, but it's like, what they're going to shoot? Canada's just a peaceful place. Like, shoot a missile at Canada? Like, what the fuck? Someone's getting fired real fast. I got to say, 2022 isn't over, man. And these past 2 years have been a complete shit show for the human race. So I don't want to jinx my country, but or my personal safety. But I wouldn't put it past anybody about bombing Canada, man. You never know what's going to happen nowadays. Dude,
nobody sucks at Canada.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, me and Brian, me and my imaginary friend over here, we're willing to go 10-1 odds on that one. Like, it's like, even if you had and my ex-girlfriend was a bitch, she's Canadian, it's like, okay, dude, whatever, like, go to France, But, like, I definitely, I'll give you 101 odds on that. You can bet $1, and I was against 100. Like, if bombs over Baghdad drop first in Canada, you got 101 odds if you want that. You on that, too. So you can, you bet $100, you're up. What is he up? You're like 10K. You're up.
That definitely can buy a house. You know what I mean? No, not with 10K, but definitely if I make a good enough bet and I actually do win that bet, I could probably buy a house, but not in Canada if it gets bombed. So I would probably have to go to France.
I can't have it bombed. If it gets bombed, you're not with money.
Hey, I could be on vacation when that happens. You never know, right? I could be overseas on vacation and then my country goes to shit.
Hey, I'd sleep on that because I wouldn't mind an easy $10, so I'd sleep on that,
I gotta say, I definitely agree on that, man. But Jereme, I won't take too much of your time, man. But again, thank you so much for your time, man. And I'm definitely looking forward to just hearing what comes next, man. And definitely, good luck on that movie project, man. I know you don't need it, but I'm definitely excited just to see that film when it comes out.
You're my fucking friend, dude. We're hanging out sometime when you get out of that fucking crazy war zone. We gotta hang out. You say nice things.
Yeah, we gotta find the LA.
Yeah, nice. Dude, you're really, it's like real subtle,
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm just saying it because I'm a fan. You know what I mean? So going into this interview, I always like kind of trying to separate my fandom and try to put on a proper interview. But like I said, this is my first interview I've ever done with an actual professional skateboarder that I actually grew up watching and whatnot. So it definitely kind of is a surreal moment for myself as a fan. So my inner skateboarder inside of me is like, yo, dude, like, tell this guy how much, you influenced him,
Don't.
No.
I'm kidding.